How to become dangerously confident in 10 steps. Build unstoppable self-belief and overcome self-doubt. Full audiobook by Rise Mind. Imagine walking into any room, whether it's a high-stakes meeting, a tense conversation, or just a crowded social gathering, and feeling completely unshaken. No racing heart, no second-guessing. No desperate need to prove yourself. People notice you not because you're loud or flashy, but because there's a quiet, unbreakable presence about you. That's dangerous confidence. Most people mistake confidence for bravado, the loud voice, the constant flexing, the endless need to show off or seek approval. That's not confidence. That's noise. It's fragile. It cracks the moment someone criticizes you, rejects you, or ignores you. Real confidence, the dangerous kind, is calm. It's steady. It's the kind of inner strength that doesn't shout because it doesn't need to. And at its highest level, it's this: you react to nothing. Nothing shakes you. Nothing provokes you. Nothing controls you. While everyone else is reacting, defending, explaining, chasing validation, crumbling under pressure, you remain untouchable. You don't give away your power to opinions, chaos, or outcomes. You move through life with a rare presence that commands respect without demanding it. This isn't some distant, unattainable trait reserved for a lucky few. It's built, step by step, choice by choice. And in this audiobook, I'm going to tell you exactly how to build it. Over the next chapters, you'll discover proven, practical strategies to transform how you think, speak, and carry yourself. You'll learn to silence self-doubt, master your emotions, kill the need for approval, and turn rejection and discomfort into fuel. You'll shift from reacting to leading, from seeking validation to generating your own unshakable certainty. And by the end, you'll step into the strongest version of yourself, one who needs nothing from the outside world to feel complete. This isn't about pretending. This isn't about faking it until you make it. This is about becoming, deeply, authentically, permanently. If you're ready to stop bending to every opinion, stop shrinking in tough moments, and start living with calm, unbreakable power, you're in the right place. Right now, pause for a moment. Take one deep, slow breath. Feel the air fill your lungs, then release it fully. As you do, make a quiet commitment to yourself. Today, I will make one small shift toward dangerous confidence. Just one. Maybe it's speaking up when you'd normally stay silent. Maybe it's saying no without explaining. Maybe it's simply standing taller. That one shift starts everything. Let's begin the journey. Your most powerful self is waiting. Step 1. Stop explaining yourself. One of the fastest ways to leak your confidence is by constantly explaining yourself. Think about it. You're 5 minutes late to a meeting, and instead of a simple "thanks for waiting," you launch into a full story. Traffic was bad, your alarm didn't go off, the dog ate your keys, whatever it takes to make sure no one thinks poorly of you. Or someone questions a choice you made, where to eat, what project to prioritize, why you said no to something, and suddenly you're delivering a detailed defense, justifying every angle, hoping they'll understand and approve. Here's the hard truth. Every unnecessary explanation hands over a piece of your power. It sends a silent signal: I'm worried you might judge me. I need you to like my decision. My worth depends on your approval. Confident people don't live like that. They don't scramble to justify their existence in every moment. They know their worth isn't up for debate. When you stop over-explaining, something shifts instantly. Your words gain weight. Your presence feels stronger. People start taking you more seriously because you're taking yourself seriously. This isn't about becoming rude, cold, or dismissive. It's not arrogance. It's clarity. It's boundaries. It's quiet certainty. Instead of a long essay, a calm, short response is enough. I've decided this is the best path for me. That doesn't work for me. I can't make it. And then, here's the key, you stop talking. You let the silence stand. You let your choice speak for itself. At first, that silence will feel uncomfortable. Your brain will scream, fill the gap, soften it, make sure they're okay with you. Resist that urge, because every time you resist, you reclaim power. Every time you keep it short and firm, you reinforce the message, to others and to yourself. I don't need permission to be who I am or do what I do. Over time, people adjust. They stop pushing for justifications because they realize you won't give them. They start respecting your decisions because you clearly respect them yourself. Dangerous confidence starts right here with this one simple shift. Trust your choices enough to let them stand alone. Your 7-day challenge. For the next 7 days, catch yourself before you over-explain. The moment you feel the urge to pile on excuses, justifications, or extra details just to smooth things over, pause. Replace it with something short, calm, and direct. No thank you. I've chosen something else. That's my decision. Then, be quiet. Let the discomfort pass. Notice how it feels to hold your ground without apology. Track it daily, maybe in your notes app or a journal. How many times did you catch yourself? How did people respond? How did you feel afterward? By the end of the week, you'll notice something powerful. The less you explain, the stronger you stand. And the world starts treating you like someone who doesn't need to prove anything. You've just taken your first real step toward becoming untouchable.
Step 2. Master your inner voice. The most important conversation you will ever have is the one you have with yourself. That voice in your head, it never stops. It narrates your day, comments on your choices, judges your appearance, predicts your future, and most people let it run completely wild. Here's the brutal reality. If that voice is negative, critical, or doubtful, it is quietly destroying your confidence every single day. You tell yourself, I'm not good enough. I always screw this up. They're probably judging me right now. You walk into a room already smaller than you need to be, shoulders tight, eyes down, energy low, because your inner voice has already convinced you that you don't belong. Same body, same skills, same situation, but a different inner voice changes everything. When that voice says, I can handle this, I've overcome harder things, I'm exactly where I need to be, you walk in taller, calmer, sharper, you speak with authority, you take risks, you recover faster from setbacks. Confidence doesn't start with external wins, it starts in the privacy of your own mind. Most people wait for the world to validate them before they change how they speak to themselves. I'll be kinder to myself once I succeed. Once people respect me, I'll respect me. That's backwards. You don't wait for proof, you create it. You start speaking to yourself like the strongest version of you would speak, and your actions begin to match those words. Your brain believes repetition. Repeat weakness long enough, and you become it. Repeat strength long enough, and you rise to meet it. This isn't fake positivity or toxic just think happy thoughts. Dangerous confidence isn't lying to yourself that everything is perfect. It's choosing words that build resilience even when life isn't perfect. Instead of, I can't handle this, you say, this is tough, but I'll figure it out. Instead of, I always fail, you say, every setback has made me stronger. Instead of, I'm not ready, you say, I'm ready enough and I'll learn the rest as I go. When you master your inner voice, something incredible happens. External noise loses its power. Criticism doesn't sting as deeply. Rejection doesn't crush you. Pressure doesn't paralyze you, because your mind is already your strongest ally, not your harshest critic. Your 30-day challenge, the morning affirmation ritual. Starting tomorrow morning for the next 30 days, do this simple but powerful ritual. Stand in front of a mirror, or sit quietly if that feels better. Look yourself in the eyes and say these 3 statements out loud with conviction. Number 1, I respect myself and my decisions. Number 2, I can handle whatever comes my way today. Number 3, my worth does not depend on anyone else's approval. Say them slowly, feel them, mean them. It might feel awkward at first. That's normal. Your brain will resist because it's used to the old script. Keep going anyway. After 30 days, you'll notice the difference. Your posture changes, your decisions feel firmer, your energy in conversations shifts. You'll start catching negative thoughts mid-sentence and replacing them automatically. This ritual isn't magic, it's deliberate rewiring. It's training your inner voice to become the most powerful force backing you up every single day. Master this voice, and confidence stops being something you chase. It becomes something you carry deep in your bones. And once it's there, no one can take it away. Step 3. Build self-respect first. If you want confidence that lasts, that doesn't crumble the moment life gets hard, you have to build it on the right foundation. That foundation isn't achievements, it isn't compliments, it isn't how many people like you. The unbreakable foundation of real confidence is self-respect. Without it, any confidence you feel is just a mask, shiny on the outside, hollow on the inside. You might look strong for a while, but deep down you're still unsure, still waiting for the world to validate you. When you have genuine self-respect, confidence isn't something you put on, it's who you are. Ask yourself this: how do you treat people you truly respect? You listen to them, you value their time, you trust their decisions, you don't constantly criticize them or let others walk all over them. Now, turn that question inward. Do you treat yourself the same way? Or do you break promises to yourself, ignore your own needs, let people cross your boundaries, and beat yourself up with harsh criticism, all because somewhere deep down you don't fully believe you matter? Here's the truth. The way you treat yourself sets the standard for how the world treats you. If you disrespect your own time, others will waste it. If you speak poorly to yourself, you'll tolerate others doing the same. If you keep settling for less than you deserve, people will keep offering you less. But when you start showing yourself respect through small, consistent choices, the world senses it. People respond differently. They take you more seriously. And most importantly, you start feeling the quiet, deep strength that no one can take away. Self-respect isn't built in grand gestures. It's built in the daily moments most people overlook. Waking up when your alarm goes off because you promised yourself you would. Walking away from a conversation that drains or disrespects you. Saying no to something that doesn't align with your values, even if it's easier to say yes. Following through on the workout, the reading, the healthy meal, because you said you would. Each time you keep a promise to yourself, you send a powerful message to your mind. I matter. My word to myself counts. Each time you honor your boundaries, you prove my energy is valuable, my peace is worth protecting. These choices might look small from the outside, but inside they stack up fast. They create an unshakable trust in yourself. And once you trust yourself, true confidence flows naturally because you know you've got your own back, no matter what.
Respect yourself first, and the world has no choice but to follow. Your actionable challenge: keep one forgotten promise. This week, pick one promise you've been making to yourself and breaking. Maybe it's going to bed earlier. Maybe it's drinking more water. Maybe it's finally starting that book, that workout, that side project you keep putting off. Whatever it is, write it down today. Then keep it. No excuses, no negotiation. Just one thing, 1 week. Notice how it feels to follow through. Notice the quiet surge of strength that comes from knowing you can count on yourself. That feeling? That's self-respect growing, and it's the bedrock of the dangerous confidence you're building. Do this once, and you'll want to do it again, because nothing feels better than knowing you treat yourself like someone worth respecting. Step 4. Kill the need for approval. One of the biggest thieves of confidence is the quiet, constant hunger for approval. It shows up in subtle ways, choosing your outfit based on what others might think, posting something online and refreshing for likes, biting your tongue in a conversation because you're afraid of disagreement, feeling crushed when someone doesn't respond enthusiastically to your idea, your effort, or you. That itch, do they like me? Do they approve? Am I enough in their eyes? Controls more lives than most people admit. Here's why it's so dangerous. When your self-worth depends on external validation, it's always fragile. Approval can be given today and withdrawn tomorrow. People's opinions shift with their mood, their day, their own insecurities. If your self-worth rides that wave, you'll spend your life on an emotional roller coaster, high when praised, devastated when ignored or criticized. You become a puppet, subtly pulled by strings you can't even see. Dangerous confidence flips this completely. It comes from killing the need for approval and replacing it with unshakable self-validation. You stop chasing applause and start living authentically. You make choices because they're right for you, not because they'll earn the most nods. You share your thoughts, your work, your truth, not to be validated, but because it's who you are. The people you admire most, the ones who seem truly powerful, aren't the ones bending over backward to please everyone. They're the ones who stand firm, even when some disagree. They're respected not because they're universally liked, but because they don't need to be. Enjoying praise is human. Feeling good when someone appreciates you is normal. The problem starts when you need it, when your okayness depends on it. That's when you hand over your remote control to everyone else. Killing the need doesn't happen overnight, but it starts with awareness and small, deliberate choices. Practice making decisions based purely on your own standards. Speak your truth calmly, even if it might ruffle feathers. Remind yourself daily, their approval is optional. My self-respect is non-negotiable. At first, some people won't like the shift. They might call you arrogant or distant. Stay steady. In time, those same people will respect you more, because deep down, everyone admires someone who doesn't need their validation to shine. When you no longer wonder, will they approve of me? And instead ask, do I approve of how I'm showing up? Everything changes. You stop performing and start leading your own life. You become magnetic, not because you're trying to be liked, but because you're free. Your actionable challenge: 3 unapologetic no's this week. This week, say no 3 times, clearly, calmly, and without apology or explanation. It could be declining an invitation that doesn't excite you, turning down extra work that's not your responsibility, saying no to a request that crosses your boundaries. Each time, keep it short. No, thank you. That doesn't work for me. I'm not available. No, I'm sorry, but no long justification, no softening to make them feel better. Notice the discomfort and let it pass. Notice how people respond. Most will accept it faster than you think. And most importantly, notice how you feel afterward. Each unapologetic no is a vote for your own worth. It's practice in self-validation. It's training your confidence to stand on its own. Do this 3 times and you'll feel the shift. Less weight from others' opinions, more power in your own hands. You're not here to win everyone's approval. You're here to live with dangerous confidence, and that starts with deciding your approval is enough. Step 5. Respond with silence and calm. The greatest display of confidence isn't how loudly you speak or how quickly you fire back. It's how quietly you can remain when everyone else is losing control. Most people equate strength with reaction, having the last word, defending every slight, exploding when provoked. They believe that if they don't respond immediately and forcefully, they'll look weak. But the opposite is true. Every emotional reaction you give away hands your power to someone else. When you snap at criticism, defend against an insult, or rush to fill tense silence, you reveal that your emotions are in the driver's seat and anyone can take the wheel. Dangerous confidence masters the art of non-reactivity. It chooses silence over impulse. It chooses calm when chaos erupts. Think about the last time someone tried to provoke you, maybe a rude comment, a dismissive tone, or deliberate disrespect. Most people take the bait. They argue, explain, or explode. In that moment, they think they're showing strength, but they're actually showing that they can be rattled, controlled, or manipulated. Now imagine responding differently. You pause, you breathe, you stay steady. You give them silence or a calm, minimal response. Suddenly, the power dynamic flips. They expected a reaction and got none. They pushed and you didn't move. They look emotional. You look unshakable. Silence is disarming. Calm in chaos is magnetic. When a room is loud with panic, arguments, or pressure, the person who slows down, speaks softly or not at all, and keeps their center becomes the anchor everyone else unconsciously looks to. This isn't suppression. This isn't pretending the moment doesn't exist. It's control. You decide if the situation deserves your energy. You refuse to waste power on battles that don't matter. And when you do choose to speak, your words carry 10 times the weight because people know you don't waste them. Leaders aren't the loudest in the storm. They're the calmest.
How to build this skill. 1. Know your triggers. Notice what usually pulls an instant reaction. Criticism, interruption, disrespect, chaos. 2. Create space. The moment you feel heat rising, pause. Don't speak immediately. 3. Breathe deliberately. Slow inhale through the nose, slow exhale through the mouth. This tells your body, I'm safe, I'm in control. 4. Ask yourself silently, does this deserve my energy? What outcome do I actually want? 5. Respond minimally, or not at all. Let silence do the heavy lifting. 9 times out of 10, you'll realize no response was needed. The moment passes, and you remain untouched. Your actionable challenge, the pause and breathe technique. This week, commit to using this technique in your very next tense moment. The second you feel provoked, pressured, or pulled into drama, stop speaking. Take one slow, deep breath, in for 4 seconds, out for 4 seconds. Stay silent or respond only with calm, minimal words if absolutely necessary. Do this every time tension arises, no exceptions. Track it. How many times did you catch yourself? What happened when you didn't react? How did you feel afterward? You'll discover something profound. The less you react, the more power you keep. The calmer you stay, the stronger you become. Silence isn't empty, it's full of authority. Calm isn't weakness, it's unbreakable strength. Master this, and you'll walk through any storm without getting wet. Step 6. Command with body and words. Before a single word leaves your mouth, your body has already spoken. In the first few seconds of entering a room, meeting someone, or even sitting in a conversation, people form an impression based on how you carry yourself. They read your posture, your eye contact, your movements, and they believe what your body says far more than what your words try to convince them of. You can say, I'm confident, but if you're slouched, avoiding eyes, fidgeting, or rushing your movements, no one buys it. On the flip side, you can say very little, but if you stand tall, move deliberately, and hold steady eye contact, people feel your presence immediately. Dangerous confidence isn't about talking more or louder. It's about letting your body and your words work together with intention, strong, calm, and minimal. First, master your body language. Walk into any space like you belong there. No hurry, no hesitation. Stand or sit with posture that says certainty. Shoulders back and relaxed, not tense or pulled up. Chest open, head level, chin neutral. Feet planted firmly, weight balanced. Make eye contact that is steady and calm, not staring aggressively, not darting away nervously. Hold it just a second longer than feels uncomfortable at first. It communicates, I'm present. I'm not afraid to be seen. Move with purpose. No unnecessary fidgeting, no shrinking to take up less space. Expand naturally. Take the armrest. Use open gestures when you speak. Claim your space without apology. Your body isn't just carrying you around, it's training your mind too. When you occupy space confidently, your brain receives the signal, I'm safe, I'm strong, I belong here. Feelings of doubt quiet down because your physiology is telling a different story. Second, master your words. Speak less, mean more. The most powerful people in any room are usually the quietest. They don't fill silence with noise. They don't rush to explain or dominate every conversation. They listen fully, pause thoughtfully, and when they speak, every word lands with weight. Most people talk too much out of insecurity, afraid of silence, afraid of not being noticed. The more unnecessary words you use, the less authority your voice carries. Shift to intentional speech. Slow down. Take a breath before responding. Trim the excess. Say what needs to be said, clearly, directly, and stop. Let pauses work for you. Silence builds anticipation and respect. Listen more than you speak. Real listening, without planning your reply, gives you power and makes your eventual words sharper. When your body projects calm strength and your words are few but deliberate, something magnetic happens. People lean in. They remember what you say. They treat you with more respect because you're clearly respecting yourself enough not to oversell or overexplain. Your actionable challenge: 3-day posture plus cut words in half practice. For the next 3 days, combine these 2 drills into one daily habit. 1. Posture reset. Every time you enter a room, cross a threshold, or notice yourself slouching, pause for 1 second. Roll shoulders back, open chest, lift head. Take 1 calm breath. Walk or sit with intention. 2. Cut words in half. In every conversation, consciously use half as many words as you normally would. Before speaking, ask yourself, what's the shortest, clearest way to say this? Remove fillers, long explanations, and unnecessary details. Then pause after you speak. Let silence follow your words. Track both in a quick note at the end of each day. How many posture resets did you do? How did shorter responses feel? What changes did you notice in how people responded to you? After just 3 days, you'll feel the difference. Your presence will grow quieter but heavier. Your body will start carrying confidence automatically. Your words will start commanding attention without effort. You don't need to announce your strength. Let your body declare it first, and your words confirm it. Step 7. Stop reacting and start leading. Most people live their entire lives in reaction mode. Something happens, an email criticizes their work, a partner snaps in frustration, traffic makes them late, and they immediately respond. They defend, explain, get angry, shrink, or chase approval. Their mood, their energy, their next move, all dictated by whatever just came at them. That's not living, that's surviving, and it's the opposite of dangerous confidence. When you spend your days reacting, you're always 1 step behind. You let the world push your buttons and decide how you feel. People learn exactly how to control you, which words make you defensive, which silences make you anxious, which praises make you glow. But when you stop reacting and start leading, everything flips. You set the tone instead of matching someone else's. You choose the direction instead of scrambling to keep up. You decide what deserves your energy and what doesn't.
Leadership doesn't require a title, a team, or a stage. It starts with leading yourself. It means pausing before you respond and asking, what do I want to create in this moment? Instead of, how should I defend against what just happened? Picture a heated meeting where someone challenges your idea aggressively. The reactive person jumps in, defensive, loud, emotional, trying to win the argument. The leader pauses, listens fully, then calmly redirects or responds with clarity. The entire energy of the room shifts because one person refused to get pulled into the chaos. Or in a relationship, the reactive partner mirrors every mood swing, upset when the other is upset, cold when the other withdraws. The leader stays steady. They hold their center. And often, the other person unconsciously calms to match that steadiness. This isn't about controlling others. It's about controlling yourself so completely that you naturally influence everything around you. People are drawn to those who are unshakable, who aren't tossed around by every wave. They look to them for direction without being asked. The shift starts small. Slow down your responses. Create a 1-second pause before you speak or act. In that second, choose intention over impulse. Over time, you stop playing defense and start directing the game. You rise above the noise because you're no longer part of it. Your actionable challenge: preset intentions before stressful encounters. For the next week, before any situation you know might be challenging, a tough conversation, a high-pressure meeting, a family gathering, even rush hour traffic, take 30 seconds beforehand to set a clear intention. Stand or sit quietly, take one deep breath, and say to yourself, out loud or silently, I will remain calm and steady no matter what happens. I will speak clearly and only when it serves the outcome I want. I will not let anyone pull me off my center. Choose 1 or 2 phrases that feel right for you. Then enter the situation carrying that intention like armor. At the end of each day, note, did I remember to set my intention? How did this situation unfold compared to usual? How did staying intentional make me feel? You'll quickly notice, when you lead yourself first, others follow. When you refuse to react, you become the calm that people gravitate toward. This is where confidence stops being personal and starts becoming powerful. You're no longer at the mercy of circumstances. Circumstances start adjusting to you. Stop reacting, start leading, and watch how the world begins to move with you instead of against you. Step 8. Embrace discomfort and rejection. Confidence is never built in the warm, safe bubble of comfort. It's forged in the places most people avoid, the moments that make your heart race, your stomach tighten, and your mind scream, not yet. Growth lives in discomfort. Real, dangerous confidence is born from resistance and rejection. Think about every time you've leveled up in life. It wasn't the easy days that changed you. It was the nervous first step. Asking someone out, speaking in front of a crowd, starting the business, applying for the job you felt underqualified for. Those moments stretched you. They forced you to expand. Most people spend their lives running from that stretch. They choose the familiar path, the safe option, the one that doesn't risk a no. And they stay exactly the same, quietly insecure, wondering what they're truly capable of. But when you start leaning into discomfort on purpose, you collect undeniable proof of your strength. Every time you do the thing that scares you a little, you walk away with evidence: I can handle this. The same goes for rejection. Hearing no stings because it pokes at our ego. Most people take it personally. I'm not good enough. I should quit. They let one closed door define them. But the strongest people see rejection differently.
It's not a verdict on your worth. It's feedback, redirection, and most importantly, training. Every legend you admire faced piles of no's before their breakthrough. Authors rejected dozens of times, entrepreneurs laughed at, athletes cut from teams. Rejection didn't break them, it refined them. It toughened their skin, sharpened their approach, and fueled their persistence. When you embrace both discomfort and rejection, you stop fearing them. You start expecting them. You even seek them out, because you know that's where the real growth happens. Discomfort doesn't disappear as you get stronger. You just get comfortable being uncomfortable. What once felt terrifying becomes normal. What used to crush you becomes fuel. Reframe it. Instead of, "This feels bad, I should avoid it," tell yourself, "This feels bad because it's working. This is where I get stronger." Every no brings you closer to the right yes. Every awkward step builds the muscle of resilience. Every time you survive the stretch, your confidence grows, not from words, but from lived proof. You stop needing perfect conditions to feel capable. You start thriving in the arena while others watch from the sidelines. Your actionable challenge: one deliberate discomfort or rejection exposure this week. This week, choose one thing you've been avoiding because it feels uncomfortable or carries a real risk of rejection. Examples: ask for something big, a raise, a date, a collaboration. Share an opinion in a group where you might be disagreed with. Post something personal online that invites feedback. Start a conversation with a stranger. Pitch an idea you've been sitting on. Sign up for something that scares you. Public speaking, a new class, cold outreach. Do it deliberately. Feel the discomfort fully. Don't numb it or rush past it. If rejection comes, welcome it. Ask yourself afterward, what did I learn? How did I survive? What proof did this give me of my strength? Write down your answers. One exposure, 1 week. You'll quickly notice when you lead yourself first, others follow. When you refuse to react, you become the calm that people gravitate toward. This is where confidence stops being personal and starts becoming powerful. You're no longer at the mercy of circumstances. Circumstances start adjusting to you. Stop reacting, start leading, and watch how the world begins to move with you instead of against you.
Step 9. Detach, set boundaries, and train relentlessly. You're now deep into the journey, and the next level of dangerous confidence requires 3 interconnected shifts: detach from outcomes, set fierce boundaries, and train relentlessly until skill becomes unbreakable certainty. These aren't optional extras. They're the advanced tools that turn good confidence into the untouchable kind. First, detach from outcomes. Most people chain their entire sense of worth to results. If it works out, they feel great. If it doesn't, they feel broken. They hold back from action because they're terrified of failure, rejection, or criticism. They obsess over what might happen next. That attachment keeps you small and anxious. Dangerous confidence releases the grip. You give your absolute best, full effort, full focus, full preparation, and then you let the outcome go. You focus only on what you control: your process, your attitude, your standards. The result? Feedback, not a verdict on your value. When you detach, you act bolder because fear of what if it fails loses its power. You perform better because you're not strangled by pressure. And ironically, the outcomes often improve because you're free. You've survived every bad outcome so far. You'll survive the next one too and come out sharper. Second, set boundaries without apology. Your time, energy, and peace are your most valuable assets. If you don't protect them, the world will drain them. People will take exactly as much as you allow. Unlimited access? They'll keep taking. Constant interruptions? They'll keep interrupting. Endless yes when you mean no? They'll keep asking. Confidence isn't just about what you say yes to. It's about what you refuse to tolerate. A boundary is as simple as no. That doesn't work for me. I'm not available. Short, calm, final. No long explanations, no guilt, no softening to spare their feelings. At first, you'll feel the urge to justify, resist it.
Some people will push back or get upset. That's a sign the boundary was needed. The right people will respect it immediately. Everyone else will learn to. Boundaries aren't walls to keep people out. They're gates that protect your energy so you can give your best to what truly matters. Third, train relentlessly until skill becomes certainty. Confidence isn't just mindset, it's competence earned through repetition. You don't feel certain because you wish it. You feel certain because you've put in the reps. Every area where doubt creeps in, public speaking, handling conflict, leading meetings, staying calm under pressure, can be trained into mastery. At first, it's uncomfortable. You stumble, you feel exposed. But each deliberate repetition carves away uncertainty. You practice with intention, not half effort, not when I feel like it. You push past easy into the stretch zone until the skill feels natural. One day, what once terrified you becomes automatic. You stop hoping you're good enough. You know. That knowing is quiet, deep, and undeniable. No one can fake it. No one can take it away. Combine these three, detachment, boundaries, relentless training, and you become unstoppable. You act without paralysis. You protect your power. You build proof that you can handle anything. Your actionable challenge: one boundary and one skill. Daily drill. This week, identify and implement two things: one boundary to set and hold. Find an area where your energy is leaking, maybe constant notifications, a person who oversteps, extra tasks you resent, or your own habit of overcommitting. Write down the clear boundary, e.g., no work emails after 7 p.m., no unsolicited advice from X, I only take meetings on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Communicate it calmly or simply enforce it. Hold it every single day this week, no exceptions. 2. One skill to drill daily. Pick one confidence-related skill where you want more certainty. Eye contact, clear speaking, saying no, staying calm in tension, posture, negotiation, anything. Commit to 10 to 15 minutes of deliberate practice every day. Examples: record yourself speaking and review. Role-play difficult conversations. Hold planks while practicing deep breathing. Do cold approaches. Rehearse presentations. Track both daily in a simple note. Did I honor my boundary today? How did it feel? Did I complete my skill drill? What improved? 7 days of this compound quickly. You'll feel your energy rise, your certainty deepen, and your presence strengthen. Detach, protect, train. Do these consistently, and confidence stops being something you chase. It becomes something you are: calm, certain, and dangerously capable. Step 10. Live as if you need nothing. You've built the foundation. You've mastered your voice, your reactions, your body, your boundaries. Now we reach the ultimate level of dangerous confidence, the place where true freedom lives. Live as if you need nothing. This doesn't mean you stop wanting success, connection, growth, or joy. It means you stop needing them to feel whole. Most people walk through life with a quiet desperation. They need approval to feel worthy. They need wins to feel capable. They need attention to feel seen. They need perfect outcomes to feel secure. Because they chase, they bend, they settle, they perform. And the more they chase, the further real peace slips away. When you live as if you need nothing, everything changes. Your worth is no longer on loan from the outside world. It's generated from within, steady, abundant, untouchable. You pursue goals because they excite you, not because you're empty without them. You build relationships from choice and strength, not from fear of being alone. You enjoy praise, success, and love, but you don't collapse if they're absent. This inner abundance makes you dangerously powerful. No one can manipulate you with promises or threats. No one can buy your compliance with validation. No one can break you with rejection or loss. You become the person who moves through life calmly, giving generously because you're already full, not because you're hoping to get something back. People are drawn to this energy. Neediness repels. Quiet abundance attracts. It's the leader that doesn't crave the spotlight, but naturally steps into it. It's the partner who loves deeply without clinging. It's the creator who shares boldly without obsessing over applause.
You already have everything you truly need inside you. Your resilience, your capacity to grow, your ability to choose your response, your inherent worth. Everything external is temporary: money, status, relationships, health. But who you are at your core, how you treat yourself, the standards you hold, these are permanent. Build your life on that foundation, and loss stops feeling like devastation. It feels like redirection. Live as if you need nothing, and paradoxically, you open yourself to receive more of what actually matters, because you're no longer grasping. This is the peak of dangerous confidence, calm in abundance or scarcity, steady whether praised or ignored, free whether alone or surrounded. You stop reacting to the world's noise because you're complete without it. Your actionable challenge: daily gratitude and internal validation practice. For the next 30 days, end every single day with this 5-minute ritual. 1. Gratitude for what is. 3 things. Write or say out loud 3 things you're genuinely grateful for today. No forcing positivity, just real appreciation. They can be small: a good meal, a quiet moment, or big: your health, a kind gesture. This trains your mind to see abundance that already exists, killing the sense of lack. 2. Internal validation. 3 statements. Look yourself in the eyes, mirror, or mentally, and say 3 validating truths out loud. I respect myself for showing up today. I am capable even when things don't go perfectly. My worth is inherent. It doesn't depend on outcomes or opinions. Customize them if needed, but keep them rooted in self-generated strength, not external factors. Do this every night, no skips, even on bad days, especially on bad days. After 30 days, you'll feel the shift. Less hunger for external validation, more quiet fullness inside, a deeper sense of freedom in every situation. You won't just act confident, you'll move through the world like someone who truly needs nothing, because you know you already have everything that matters. This is the ultimate freedom. This is dangerous confidence at its highest form. You are ready. Conclusion: become untouchable, your daily motivation plan. You've just completed a powerful journey. We started with the truth that dangerous confidence isn't loud, flashy, or desperate for attention. It's calm, it's steady. It's the quiet power of someone who reacts to nothing and therefore cannot be controlled. Together, we broke it down step by step into practical, life-changing shifts. You learned to stop explaining yourself, reclaiming your power with short, unapologetic responses. You mastered your inner voice, turning your harshest critic into your strongest ally. You built self-respect as the foundation, proving daily through small choices that you matter. You killed the need for approval, choosing self-validation over fragile external praise. You embraced silence and calm, refusing to hand your emotions to anyone else. You let your body and words command respect, speaking less while carrying more presence. You stopped reacting and started leading, setting the tone in every room and every moment. You leaned into discomfort and rejection, turning resistance into your greatest fuel. You detached from outcomes, set fierce boundaries, and trained relentlessly, building certainty through process and competence. And finally, you stepped into the ultimate freedom, living as if you need nothing, generating your worth from within. These aren't just ideas, they're tools you've already started using, through every challenge, every ritual, every deliberate choice. This is no longer theory, it's becoming who you are. The old version of you, the one who over-explained, sought approval, reacted to every trigger, shrank from discomfort, is fading. In its place is someone calmer, stronger, freer. Someone people notice not because you demand attention, but because your presence is undeniable. You are becoming untouchable. But here's the truth. This isn't a finish line. It's a way of living. To keep the momentum and make dangerous confidence permanent, build this simple daily motivation plan into your life. Every morning, do your 3-statement affirmation ritual: respect, capability, independence. Set one clear intention for the day. Today, I lead myself. I react to nothing unnecessary. Every evening, run the gratitude plus internal validation practice. 3 gratitudes, 3 validating truths. Ask, where did I honor my boundaries today? Where did I grow through discomfort? Once a week, review one chapter. Pick a challenge you loved and repeat it. Choose one new small discomfort to lean into. Stack these habits and the transformation compounds. In 30 days, you'll feel different. In 90 days, the world will treat you differently. In a year, you'll barely recognize the old version of yourself. You now have everything you need to walk through life unshaken. No more bending to opinions. No more crumbling under pressure. No more waiting for permission or validation. You are steady. You are powerful. You are dangerously confident. Now go live it. Today, right now, take the final step. In the comments below, share your #1 biggest takeaway from this audiobook. Commit publicly to one habit you're starting or strengthening today, and tag or share this to one person who needs to hear this message, someone who deserves to feel this kind of freedom. Your action here isn't just for you. It's the spark that inspires others. You've got the tools. You've got the power. Become untouchable. Thank you for joining this journey. I'll see you out there, calm, strong, and unstoppable.